Okay, so I figured to give you guys a little update on it. I got the cab off finally. I got it sitting over there in the weeds right now. I got to pull the brake master cylinder off and the pedal out of it for the truck over there. But yeah, we're getting close. Just the 6 motor mount bolts, training cross member. I'm gonna pull the transfer case out separately. I'm gonna get the cross member or bolts down there, right in there. I'm gonna get those unbolted, and then I'm do the motor mounts up there. And I'm just gonna pull the transfer case off as a whole unit of the thing. I gotta put it in my other truck. Sad is the frame's not that bad. And then he smacked it up there, and I'm pretty sure it's tweaked a little bit. I don't know if you can kind of see that, how it looks like it's twisted. And that could be wrong. That might supposed to be that way, but go on a limb and say it's probably junk. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff missing over here. It broke off mounts and shit like that. So say it's probably junk. All the cab mounts are gone. There's nothing left of them. They're all tore up. I only had 2 bolts I had to pull. And honestly, I probably could have just picked straight up on it. Probably would have just ripped them out anyways. But yeah, we're getting close. Probably pull the drive shaft too. Get that out of the way. It looks like I was rubbing the transmission up in here. Oh, you can see that. Take all this heat shielding shit off. I got all the wiring and shit all pulled off now. I got sitting in the barn. I'm gonna cover this thing up for the night and come back out another day. I'll give you guys an update and see how far we got. Haven't had a chance to really work on it in the last couple days. Been moving hay and shit like that. Moved 100 or 200 round bales. Did 100 the one day and 200 the next. And I had a bunch of running back and forth with hay. And then ran cows and some other stuff. So I had a busy week. Finally had a chance to get back around to this thing. Hopefully I'll have the motor. This motor will be pulled out later this weekend. I'm going to pull the motor out for that truck next week. Or this weekend. I'm going to get it pulled out on Saturday. And then over the next week, because next weekend I got a couple guys come out to help me. We're going to get this motor dropped in that truck. So I got to pull the master cylinder stuff out of that one too and get everything cleaned up. And I'm going to get plates and shit built. I'm just going to do solid motor mounts. Trying to decide how I'm going to do them yet. Kind of play it by ear, I guess. And there are the motor mount bolts right there. There's bolts straight in. If anybody was wondering how those bolt in, just right there. It wasn't hard. Brake lines. It was just brake lines. The power steering lines that go up to the master cylinder. What else was there? All the front clip shit I all just cut and ripped off because it's all fucked anyways. I gotta get a new coolant hoses anyways for the truck. Luckily the way they route that on that truck is the exact same way they routed them on this one, where top radiator, the upper one was on the driver's side and the other lower one is on the passenger side, even though it wraps up and around here. It's the same way on that truck. It's just got a little 350 small block in it. So yeah, you can see better. He hit this thing fucking hard. There's no knuckle left anymore. Like, it's clean gone. I am going to pull these upper control arms off. I want to build my own set of tubular upper control arms that will fit a bag styled shock in here instead. And I'm going to do a Heim joint here and here, there, and then just have them so you can spin them out in and out. Set them so they're both the same distance, spin them all the way into the knuckle in the tube. I'm just going to bend a piece of tube that comes out to like here and then wraps up, winds around, and then kicks back up. It's not kind of like the way this is, but then it'll just be a piece of tube that runs out, and I'll just cut a plate that'll go back right across here with a bolt pattern for like the kryptonite ball joints. That'll just bolt right in instead of having to press it in with like a press that goes over, or replacing the entire control arm. Have the bolt-in style a little easier to replace, and then you'll fit the bag shock in here instead, because there's no room in here for any of that stuff. And then you can get rid of these torsion keys, and then that way you can make them longer. If you got it closer to like the 3-inch stuff, like what kryptonite runs, you can crank it way up. You can kick your upper control arms farther out. You won't get that weird camber issue where the tire wants to kick in when you turn your keys up on it. But yeah, not looking too bad for the most part. We're almost there. I got a couple more things in the bed, and I'm going to finish getting the cab cut apart and shit like that. We're going to take the bed and the cab to scrap maybe next week. I don't know yet. Motor out of that truck is already sold, and then scrap and shit like that. Tranny is for sale. The TCM is for sale because I'm not using the Allison. I'm using something different. No, it's not a Dodge tranny. I don't care for the Dodge trannies. I'm not going to put something that's junk behind it. So, yeah, we're getting there, though. Still got a couple more things to get ripped apart. Like I said, I'm going to pull the transfer case out separately. I got to pull that in my truck. I guess I'll show you guys real quick the other donor truck, though. It's rough. But, somebody put a Valvoline oil filter on there. I'm going to have to check the codes on that. Seen last time I really changed. Supposedly this thing had new injectors and a CP3 down here in the valley. Somewhere down in here. Put on. So I suppose it's got a brand new CP3, brand new injectors. Thought it had brand new head studs, but I was wrong. But that's not a huge deal. It's not a deal breaker. These head studs usually aren't issues for the most part. So, yeah, I'm going to pull that downpipe off. I got to make up a plate for a V-band style one instead. I'll show you guys the donor truck. You can see the bed's all mangled too. Show you this over here real quick. Got the hay equipment and stuff out. Went and cut another field today. End up bailing that up here in the next day or two. Hopefully, I guess. That's the truck it's got to go in. I got to do a bunch of body work out here soon, so I'm trying to get this truck thrown together now. That way I can drive this one and then pull that one down for about a month and do all the body work and stuff to it. This damn glare keeps pissing me off, but this is the donor truck. Pretty rough. I mean, body is gone. It does have a side mirror window though, which I thought was awesome. Get that glare out. Had a plow on it. We're gonna pull the plow and stuff off though, and try to get that out of the way. Show you guys, it's pretty nasty in this engine bay. This may take two hands. Damn. Okay, hold on, I gotta set it. There we go. So yeah, this is it. So we're stuffing this thing in. Got a plumber's wrench in there for some reason, don't know why. Got an old school motor on a hydraulic pump with a little lever that just trips back in here. It just powers right there and it just trips it back and forth. This is coming out. That's coming out and getting changed out with the different style out of that truck. The truck over there, you can see it. It's getting changed out with that. Shroud's gonna come off. We're doing electric fans on it. Entire motor's going though. But see, like I said, comes over from the driver's side and goes in. I'll probably run something a little less aggressive. We're just keeping the stock radiator though. I don't really plan on towing with this thing other than long drives, but radiators in those aren't that excessive. And if I need to, I can always go up to like a big block radiator, something a little heavier duty if need be. I'm just trying to keep it simple, get it done. It's rotted though, and somebody's already fucked with the hood because it's already creased in. Fenders are gone. Cab's gone. But it'll be fun. Shove something large in here. May end up keeping heat though. That is one thing I think I'll keep, because there are my heater core lines. And you can see the cab's all rotted right along the body seam. I don't think that's fixable, but if it is, I'd know that is the one thing I want to keep is the cab. I plan on doing all fiberglass on this truck at some point, but bottom of the door is gone. Bedsides are all rotted. That glare is just horrendous. Jesus. But yeah, that's it. This door doesn't open though. No idea why. It's been locked for as God long as I know. I think something's jammed in here because this is creased in pretty badly. So I'm wondering if somebody didn't lock it. But I gotta get all the scrap and shit out of the bed. But yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, so I figured I'd add to this video been another couple days since the other clip. Got motor and trans out. Already pulled the transfer case off, put it in the back of my truck, took it over to the shop. Gonna clean that up, get it thrown in my other truck, get the shift kits and some other stuff put in it, and see it sitting out there. Yeah, we're getting close. I got it pulled out. See the donor truck out here. No drivetrain anymore. I'm gonna mess around with it here another couple weeks and pull the upper control arms off. We're gonna build a custom set for my truck and then hopefully start building them to sell. Just got the website and stuff done a few days ago, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, still got some more to take off. I'm going to pull the trans off, pull the torque converter out, pull all the heat shielding off, pull the downpipe off while it's out, pull intake off, save the map sensor. I'm going to build a custom intake pipe. All the charge piping is going to be custom stainless steel. That's one of the things I'm going to fuck with on. I pulled the AC off, so we're going to do an AC delete. We'll get the stuff for that. Pull the fan off. We're going to do electric fans on it because that fan is bent. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Yeah, see how it hits on the bottom? It's pretty wickedly bent. So, only thing it did actually break was this pulley right here. Went to it, crushed it, but it didn't crack any of the housings or anything like that. So, yeah, we're getting close. Not too much longer. Pretty cut and dry sort of thing, so to speak. You got your 2 lines here. Inlet and return fuel lines right there that run over, and then run over to this side over here. So yeah, we're getting close. So I got the wiring harness out of it. We're gonna get it sent out here in the next week or two, have it cut down. I'm gonna try to see if I can't find somebody that has a cut down harness already that wants to just trade for my full harness. If I can throw in a couple $100, it's still cheaper than paying $600 or more to have mine cut down for it. So we'll see how that goes. That broke off this canister here, right there on the bottom, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, nope, that's off of the trans cooler. I don't know what the hell that bolts to. I'll have to look up some pictures and stuff because it broke off the bottom of it. I think it's just a drain. Right there, just a drain tube back into the breather tube and oil pan. That's all it is. I think it's just a catch can, basically. We might put on an aftermarket catch can or something like that, or just reroute it and delete it. I don't know yet. We'll see how that goes. I've got AC lines. Oh, I've got heater core lines, so I'll have to put those all lined up too. I'm going to put the heater cores on. Didn't necessarily have to, but I just broke those off on there. I didn't try to fuck with it, but I think we're going to try to have heat in the donor truck, or the swap. See how that goes. But yeah, just try to give you guys another add to this little update and show you guys how much farther we got. Hopefully next weekend we'll be getting the motor dropped in the truck. I'm going to show you guys some videos and stuff next week of pulling the other motor out of the other truck, getting the master cylinder and stuff out of that cab out there. We'll get the master cylinder and pedals and stuff out and try to get them all mounted up before we get this motor and stuff in there. If not, not a big deal, but I do have to pull the master cylinder or the brake booster out of the other truck, the truck this motor's going in, because this will not fit in there with it, because the way the canister sits over here, it's too big. It smacks into other shit over here. So we'll pull that out first. That way it's out of the way. Probably get the pedals and all that shit out and get ready to go. So yeah, just try to add to this update and show you guys. Getting close. In a couple weeks, we'll have it sitting in the truck, and hopefully not much longer after that, we'll have the thing running and driving. We'll be able to go drive it around a little bit, have some fun in it, start turning it up, seeing what we can't do with the truck. Want to race it this year. Don't know if we'll get a chance to or not. We'll see how that goes, but it's got all the tags and shit on it, all covered and stuff. But all right, we'll cut this short then.